welcome to our exploration of cross-cultural communication and negotiation. Today, we dive into the rich tapestry of international business, where understanding and collaboration are key to success. Let's begin our journey with the United States, a powerhouse in the global business arena. The USA is a melting pot of cultures, making it an ideal example to understand diverse communication styles and negotiation techniques. We chose the United States for its significant influence in international trade, its diverse business environment, and its unique blend of cultural practices. Here, negotiation is an art form. It combines direct communication with a focus on building long-term relationships. Our exploration will uncover how American businesses navigate complex deals, resolve conflicts, and communicate effectively across cultures. Join us as we dive into the heart of American business culture, where every conversation is a bridge to new opportunities.
Assalamualaikum and hi all, my name is Nova Rahana and I'm about to present negotiation tips and process in USA. Let's start with some questions. What is negotiation? Negotiation is a soft skill used to reach an agreement between two or more parties. It has a vested interest in obtaining a favorable conclusion for yourself or firm and must use negotiating strategies to persuade the other side to enter into an agreement. In the meanwhile, we need to show the opposing side that we are a reliable source, that we are open to hearing about their worries, and that we are eager to produce a document that will advantageous to both of us. Next, I will talk about negotiation tips. I will share 3 tips for negotiation in USA. Firstly, is preparation. In the USA, preparation is the key to successful negotiation. Do your homework on the market, industry norms, and legal issues to ensure that you are well informed about the competitive landscape. Establish your priorities and goals clearly so that you may approach a discussion with a strategic perspective. Secondly is building relationship. In the United States, successful negotiation depend on skillfully establishing connection and exhibiting adaptability. Establishing a collaborative atmosphere is facilitated by engaging in small talk to start nice interaction. During talks, establishing a connection with welcoming gestures and maintaining eye contact increase the likelihood of mutual understanding. Lastly is communication. Effective communication is essential to successful negotiations. To ensure that there is mutual awareness of expectations, state the argument clearly and pay attention to what the other person has to say. Then I will explain about negotiation process. There are 5 processes. The first process is preparation. In the USA, careful planning is the first step towards successful negotiation. To have a true picture of the situation, do research on the market, industry norms, and legal issues. Give the negotiating process a strategic foundation by clearly defining your priorities and objective. Second process is opening statement. The tone for discussion is established by the opening statement. To start the conversation off on a positive tone, make a modest but attractive offer. This declaration creates the framework for additional conversation and foster a cooperative environment. Third process is discussion and exploration. Understanding one another's needs require honest communication. In this stage, possible points of agreement and disagreement are explored while actively listening. Building an atmosphere where everyone feels valued and heard lays the groundwork for productive discussion. Fourth process is bargaining and concessions. The bargaining and concessions phase begin as the negotiation move forward. Anticipate counter offers and respond to them with professionalism. Make calculate compromises in order to protect your top priorities and encourage compromise. The last process is agreement. The negotiation process comes to an end when the terms and conditions are agreed upon. Make sure that all parties are happy with the agreement by resolving any important issue and providing clarification of any unclear areas. To give a physical record of the terms agreed upon, put the agreement in writing. Lastly, I will tell some unique steps and considerations that distinguish from other culture contexts. Firstly is stress on straightforward communication. The American negotiation style is frequently distinguished by a predilection for clear-cut, straightforward communication. Straightforwardness and clarity are appreciated, and negotiators should make their ideas concisely and without using too much ambiguity. Secondly is time sensitivity. Time efficiency is highly valued by Americans in general. It is expected that negotiation will take place quickly, with an emphasis on reaching agreement in a timely way. The tempo and format of discussion may be impacted by this focus on efficiency. Last one is orientation towards innovation and problem solving. Americans typically approach negotiations with an orientation towards innovation and problem solving.
Alright, next we're going to dive into the integrating role of USA in bargaining behavior, from the international diplomacy to the everyday scenarios. We explore the uniqueness, traits, strategy, and influence that define the way of United States negotiate or speaking in general. US negotiator, known for their forceful and result-oriented approach, navigates such a complex dance influenced by power, culture, constitutional frameworks, and so on. As a permanent global power, the US constantly assumes a leadership role in international negotiations. American diplomat, guided by the self-perception of being tough yet fair negotiator, navigate the intricate role of diplomacy with a commitment to their national interests. However, this perception isn't one-sided. On the global stage, other nations frequently see the US as persuasive, hegemonic forces, wielding influence that extends beyond mere negotiation tactics, striking a delicate balance between asserting their interests and fostering collaborative relationship. American diplomats navigate the complexity of the world stage, where their perception often shape the dynamic of international diplomacy. Actually, culture significantly shape U.S. negotiation language, which are blunt, legalistic, and uncomfortable with silence, which I would say rather easily to be found in U.S. individual. Negotiator drew from the first film, of course, creating a distinct cultural backdrop to their bargaining style. In American culture, there's a strong emphasis on individualism, self-reliance, and the pursuit of personal success. This mindset carried over the negotiations, where you often see assertiveness, directness, and clear focus on achieving personal or national goals. Take the American dream, for example. It's all about success through hard work and determination. Dream contribute to a result-oriented approach in negotiations. Americans typically aim for tangible outcomes that align to their goals, whether on an individual or national level. The U.S. negotiation process shines through in its ability to apply effective pressure by leveraging the substantial resources, creating strategic linkage between issues, and skillfully convincing counterpart of the benefit of aligning with the U.S. terms. American negotiators navigate the complex terrains of diplomacy with the finesse. shift to explore how U.S. bargaining behavior extend into their daily life. From haggling over price to negotiating deals and forceful and result-oriented trade persist in everyday transactions. In American conversation, directness is a prized virtue, no beating around the bush. Americans tell you what they need and want, straightforwardly, especially in everyday negotiations. Assertiveness is at the forefront, with Americans encouraged to confidently advocate themselves or for themselves, turning conversation into a confident expression of their needs and wants. Key of this interaction is clarity, as Americans value transparent communication. Negotiation involves seeking clear terms and expectation to ensure everyone is on the same page. Yet, while assertive, Americans maintain a friendly, approachable demeanor. It's not just about getting what they want, it's about preserving positive relationship in their daily negotiations. Time efficiency is paramount. Americans often seek swift resolutions, especially in daily conversation with time constraints, fostering a desire to reach agreement promptly and properly discussed. So, as we're wrapping up our exploration of U.S. bargaining behavior, we journeyed from the international diplomacy to everyday transactions. American name for their forceful approach, navigate negotiations shaped by culture values and a commitment to the American dream. Whether asserting power on the global stage or haggling in local markets, U.S. negotiators demonstrate finesse, applying pressure and leveraging resources, whether navigating the intricacy of the international diplomacy or haggling over the price of your morning bagels. The U.S. negotiation dance in all its emotion. This dynamic interplay of culture, power, and communication weave a story of assertive diplomacy and result-driven transaction, leaving a lasting impact on the global stage and daily life.
Have you ever wondered how decisions are made in the United States, the world's oldest surviving federation? Today, we dive into the fascinating interplay between individualism and collectivism, that tapestry of diversity and pluralism, the nuance of informality and directness, and the wake of legal and ethical consideration. All these factors and more shape the decision-making process in the land of the free. Let's start by unpacking individualism and collectivism. In a country founded on the principle of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the United States has a deep-rooted culture of individualism. This manifests in the emphasis on personal freedom, self-reliance, and competition. Individuals are encouraged to make their own decisions based on their personal interests and value. On the other hand, collectivism, often seen as the antithesis of individualism, also plays a significant role in American decision-making. It emphasizes the importance of community and collective goals over individual ones. In many situations, America comes together to make decisions that benefit the common good, showing that the spirit of collectivism is alive and well. Diversity and pluralism are other key elements in the American decision-making. The United States is a melting pot of culture, race, and religion. This diversity leads to a wide range of perspectives and ideas which can enrich the decision-making process. However, it can also lead to conflict and disagreement, making the process complex and challenging. Informality and directness
are also hallmarks of American decision making. Americans tend to be straightforward and candid in their interaction, which can expedite the decision making process. Yet, this directness can sometimes be perceived as brusque or impolite by those accustomed to a more formal or indirect communication style. Legal and ethical considerations are another crucial aspect of decision making in the United States. The country has a robust legal system and a strong emphasis on ethics. Decisions, whether they are made by individuals or groups, must adhere to laws and ethical standards. Violence can result in severe penalties, including fines and imprisonment. Finally, the influence of media and technology cannot be underestimated. In today's digital age, decisions are often made or influenced by information and opinion shared through various media platforms. Technology also enables faster and more efficient decision making. To sum up, decision making in the United States is shaped by a complex interplay of factors. Individualism and collectivism, diversity and pluralism, informative and directness, legal and ethical consideration, and the influence of media and technology all play significant roles. This complexity reflects the richness and dimension of American society and culture. While the decision making process can be challenging and fraught with conflicts, it also offers opportunity for creativity and innovation. It is a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of the American spirit.
In United States of America, communication styles can vary widely due to its diverse population. Generally, people tend to be direct, value assertiveness, and appreciate open communication. However, this can be differ based on regional, cultural, and individual factor. Being polite and respectful is important, but being straightforward is often appreciated. Additionally, nonverbal cues like eye contact and firm handshake can play a significant role in American communication. Today, we'll talk about communication in the American way. So, if you want to learn more about the American communication style, here is a video of Professor Maja Zelihit, Dean Forbes School of Business and Technology, University of Arizona. She is an excellent professional. She has extensive cross cultural experience. Here is sharing from her regarding her experience about the American communication style.
Their communication style is incredibly direct, friendly but direct. One of the things that struck me as odd the very first time that I started being here, living here, it was the fact that they would actually they would start sharing sometimes even deeply personal stories with you, even though you don't necessarily know them that well at that point of time. I remember being at the local university here in the United States, and we were all sitting in the hallway, and I didn't know anyone. And then there was this one student. We were all very young in our 20s, and she started sharing a story about her boyfriend, and they just broke up. And one of the things that I thought was, well, okay, she knows everyone else in the hallway. I'm just the only one that no one knows. And maybe she's okay with me hearing the story. What I discovered a few classes later was she didn't really know anyone. So she was actually, to a certain degree, oversharing. And it does but everyone was interacting with her in a very friendly manner. Everyone was very welcoming, even giving her advice. So that was not awkward. In some cultures, that might have been considered a little strange, but not in her culture at all, not in American culture. So she was sharing, and she was hearing welcoming advice, and everyone was participating in her story. So their communication style is very direct and very informal. You don't call people, usually call people by their first name in the vast majority of the settings. Very rarely you're going to start calling someone Mr. and Mrs. At a workplace. You may start off doing so, but they will correct you right away, saying, just call me Mary, call me Jane, or something along those lines. So that would be one of the typical traits of the American communication style.
Now, let's go deeper dive into each of those communication styles prevalent in the United States of America. First, we have directness. Americans tend to communicate their thought, needs, and opinion in a clear and straightforward manner. They often prefer getting to the point without using excessive indirect language. For example, if they need something, they're likely to directly ask for it rather than hinting or beating around the bush. We move to the next part, which is openness to debate. There's a culture emphasis on open discussion and debate. In professional and social setting, people are encouraged to voice their opinions even if they differ from others. So this encourages diverse perspectives and contribute to problem solving by considering various viewpoints. Third, we have informality. Compared to some other cultures, Americans often engage in relative informal communication styles, especially in work environment. Using first name, casual language, and a relaxed tone in conversation is common, promoting a more approachable atmosphere. Number 4, we have assertiveness. Americans value assertive communication, where individuals express themselves confidently and directly without being overly aggressive. This involves standing up for one's ideas, need, or belief while still being respectful of other opinions. Lastly, we have clarity and conciseness. Americans generally appreciate communication that is clear, concise, and to the point. Long-winded explanation to excessive formalities might be seen as unnecessary. Being able to convey information efficiently without unnecessary details is often valued.
Hello everyone. Today I'll be focusing on how conflict management is approached in the United States, highlighting the key cultural values that shape these strategies. In the US, there's a strong emphasis on individualism. This means that people often prioritize personal goals and values over group objectives. In conflict situations, this can lead to a more assertive approach, where individuals are more likely to openly express disagreements. For instance, in a workplace disagreement, an American employee might directly address the issue with their colleague or manager rather than seeking a group consensus. Americans tend to favor direct and clear communication. During conflicts, they usually prefer to confront the issue head-on rather than avoid it. This can involve frank discussions and straightforward language. Imagine a scenario where there's a misunderstanding between business partners in the US. It's common for them to schedule a meeting to discuss and resolve the issue directly rather than letting it simmer. Compromise is a key aspect of conflict resolution in American culture. It's often about finding a middle ground where all parties can agree, even if it means making some concessions. In a negotiation over a contract, American businesses will often propose several options and work towards an agreement that satisfies both parties, emphasizing fairness and mutual benefit. The American cultural emphasis on equality and fairness plays a significant role in conflict management. This means that each party's viewpoint is considered valid and deserving of respect. In a team dispute, you'll notice that each member is allowed to voice their opinion and decisions are made considering this diverse perspective. Americans are known for their problem-solving skills and innovativeness. This trait is often reflected in how conflicts are managed, with a focus on finding creative and effective solutions. In a project management conflict, an American team might brainstorm innovative solutions that address the root cause of the conflict rather than just its symptoms. To sum up, conflict management in the United States is deeply influenced by cultural values such as individualism, directness, equality, and problem solving. Understanding these aspects is crucial for anyone engaging in international business with American partners, as it helps in navigating conflicts more effectively and fostering stronger, more collaborative relationship. Thank you for watching, and I hope this insight into American conflict management strategies will be beneficial in your international business endeavors.